In this video, I'm going to be showing you my super cheap Leman Russ. Before we begin though, if you'd like to see more videos like this, please get your battle cannon, aim it at the subscribe button, and decimate the bell button too, so that you never miss an upload. So, we'll try and do the panning that we've been doing recently, just for a bit of fun. Boom. Right, cool. So what this is my attempt to make a super cheap Leman Russ. I've definitely got the rough shape down, to be honest. However, not perfect. Did a bit of a rush job on it. However, I think it looks all right. I think for a proxy model or terrain, which is always a good thing, it looks pretty good. However, I think there's a lot of things that I would do differently. There's a lot of things that I did like and found that was really easy. So, what is it exactly? It looks like a Leman Russ, but it isn't a Leman Russ. You're probably spotted by having all of the treads and stuff there. What you've basically got here is a cardboard Leman Russ. I was inspired by a video that I saw on YouTube, basically. I was looking for cheap ways to make tanks, and there's a lot of papercraft tanks. You can do plasticard tanks, and basically I had a lot of cardboard boxes kicking about. I watched this other video where this woman made a cardboard Leman Russ, and I thought it was pretty fun little project, to be honest. And as you know, I do like making the cheapest possible 40k army anyway, hence the Valhallans, which maybe you might see a link to. If you haven't, please go searching for it on the channel. Excuse me. If you're after a cheap army, this could be one way to do it. So the real parts that are on this model this is actually a real las cannon. That's not cardboard. And this is a real resin cannon, which is from Ramshackle Games. It's basically an equivalent to either a Vanquish cannon or a battle cannon. And I will show you a comparison in the next part of the video, just so you can see relative size and what you can do. I didn't build the side sponsons, and I have a feeling that if I'd have done it, it would look possibly 2 times better. I might make another one in the future, to be honest, but the things I would change would be the tracks, to be honest. I put some cardboard over it in a strip, and then realised there was absolutely no definition to it. I could make the track guards over the top and just put some little detail there, which might be an easier way of doing it. I will also try to put some pictures at the end of the construction of it. It was a fun little task. What else would I change? So to be honest, I think the detail's passable. It's not great. Again, it was a bit of a rush job, but I got it done. I think what I would do, since if using cardboard as a medium, I would, with the, because you get this little wavy effect, I'd take the top layer off and I'd probably just lay it across there. However, I'd probably do that just at the bottom there and maybe just a little bit at the top, and make it as a track guard with those little details, and I think that would make it look 10 times better, to be honest. The turret's okay. Again, I could have gone a lot better on that, and I probably should have made that a lot smaller, and maybe put some different details. And in fact, I've got that many turret tops, you know, the little hatches and stuff, from having, in fact, all the way from 3rd edition. I've got some Chaos Rhino ones. I've got some ones from a Land Raider back when I had a case one in 3rd edition. And obviously, you know, I'm a bit of a treadhead when it comes to guards. So I've got tons of turret little sections. So I could have put them on it. I didn't though. And originally, I had intended on using a till roll for the turret. And you'll be able to see in the pictures later on what it looks like. However, I looked through my bits box and I was like, right, cool, I've got a turret there. Smash that on it. It looks 10 times better, in my opinion. I was quite impressed, I know this sounds a bit like tooting my own horn, with my front sponson thing. Obviously we haven't got that little bit there for them to look out, but I think, because I was debating whether I was going to actually do this bit, I think from what it was originally going to look like, it looks a lot better. So, what did I use in the build? I've kind of gone over some of it, but what I used in the build was a las cannon, just a standard sponsons spare bit that I had left over, the resin turret from Ramshackle Games. I can't remember if it's from the Battle Dog turret. I mean, you could just literally use a turret from that and wham that straight on there. Bob's your uncle. I used cardboard, rather obviously. I used the corrugated cardboard, and I used this from cereal packets again, which is another good way of doing it. I will show you the back in a minute, and it looks a lot better from the front, trust me. It's something I would change, but I used, I just put some detail on there. I could have made a lot, even if I'd put a box, it would have been better, to be honest. But principally, we used cardboard, cereal packet cardboard, plastic, resin, PVA, tons of PVA. I also used hot glue gun. That was to stick most of it together. But the side track was made of, I think, at least 3 identically shaped cardboard, literally sandwiched together to build this size of it. As you can see, how it would look, relative size comparison. And then the rest of it was made, basically cut little sections off. I did a rough measurement, in fact I actually measured it, but then I just went off and just did my own little thing and just glued cardboard squares, stuck it like this together, and then hot glue, hold it on, hot glue, hold it on, hot glue them bits together. So what I had a lot of was a lot of seams, and you could see the corrugated cardboard underneath. So all I used for that was I just used some standard house filler, or I think in America you might call it spackle. All it is, sorry, I just had to cough then. Basically, it's just some filler just to fill the gaps, and you can see a lot of it there, to be honest. Like, it kind of looks like it's a bit of a weld, to be honest. It actually does a lot better. As I said, it's really simple stuff that you can either have already bits lying around the house. If you started from scratch and you've got no models, then you could make your own turrets, you can make your own guns, but that's the trickier part, I think, in compared to the shape. We'll talk about things I would definitely change, even though I've kind of gone over some of it. And then we'll have a look as a side-by-side comparison with an actual Leman Russ, so you can see what is going on, pretty much. Yeah, so things I would definitely change is I would definitely change this track part. The track part was like a last-minute thing, and I don't think it looks great. I think from a distance, it looks like a Leman Russ. And again, if I don't use it for anything else, it'll be fine. Even if I just like chop it in half or whatever, and I could just leave it as a destroyed or abandoned Leman Russ. Things I would do differently next time is I would definitely take better care of that back part. I think an easy way of doing this would literally just, even if I made a small little box to put across there, it would look 10 times better. What else would I change? I would change the length of the turret. I think the turret's possibly a bit too long. Again, I made that out of cardboard, just made the top and the bottom base of it and stuck that together with basically some more cardboard, a strip of cardboard, ran right round, hot glue, pop the top on, and these I'd probably maybe use plastic bits to make it stand out a bit better. And in fact, I've got that many parts. I've even got a lot of tank commander parts, which I could have just stuck on the top and it would look 10 times better. That's what I would do differently. Now we'll have a quick look at a side-by-side comparison with an actual, real, good Leman Russ. So a side on like this, it looks okayish, but there is some obvious differences. I mean, you could put like a spotlight on there, and I think the sponsons would bring it out a lot better. Maybe I'll do that next time. As you can see, the length of the turret, behave, Rhonda, maybe I need to name this one as well, is the turret on this is actually bigger. Width-wise, size-wise, it's roughly the same, but it's around about another inch or so longer, if I'm honest. Don't be reliant on me on that one. And the back is clearly 10 times better on the real one, because, you know, it's real. And as I said, if I'd made even like a little box on there, it would just, it might not stand out as much. As I said, with the tracks, I might well just build like a track guard part and then just use the corrugated cardboard as a next part. But this is what it looks like side by side. And if I'm honest, I think from a distance it's fine. If you're literally just looking to make a cheap Leman Russ, it's okay. I'm not going to be taking this anywhere with me, and I've got enough Leman Russes to make it, so I don't actually have to. but I did want to have a completely fake army, as terrible as that sounds, so I could play with a fake army, because I've already got fake Valhallans anyway, so it would be nice. If anyone's had any experience building papercraft, cardboard, plasticard, I have seen some thingies, but if you've got any advice on what you think I should do next time, short of burning it, which I could do, and it might be fun, and just absolutely hitting it with a hammer, what you would do differently, and maybe what you might like to see. I'm interested in making some more, either another Leman Russ, or possibly chimeras, hellhounds, that kind of thing. It would be nice to see. Just comments down below. You know, I don't need to tell you. You know how YouTube works. Tell me what you think, what you would do differently, and what advice you would give to newbies in the bits down below. We'll end the video there. Thank you very much for watching, and see you again next time.